Arca Bulls family, what is up, everybody? Thank you so much for stopping by tonight. I know I'm running a little bit later than normal, but guys, trust me when I say that it has been such a silly run. Guys, hit that. Let me see those A's in the chat. I want to make sure that you can hear your boy speak right now, guys. Let me get those A's in the chat if you are already present live and in person here with your boy Arca. What is up, guys? Really appreciate everybody here. Throw those A's in the chat. What is up, Indra? Man, thank you so much. Ryan T coming in coming in with that GTII request right off the bat. Of course, my dude, we can definitely look at that GTII for you. As I actually spoke to a couple of people too, they're asking me left and right, GTII, man. I know that this thing has moved quite the way to the upside, so it's very good. I'm wondering, Ryan T, did you get to see the live stream last night? Did you get to see the analysis that I put out on that? But let me go ahead and refer to my moderators. What is up, everybody? Please welcome Mark Roach to the moderator family. He is now present and live with your boy Arca as well. Mark Roach, thank you so much for stopping by. Samantha Hound, how you doing? How you doing, guys? Thank you so much for coming in. So Mark Roach, definitely send me an email whenever you can, dude, as I have no way to reach you. I don't know where you at, my boy. So please go ahead and send it whenever you can. Let's go ahead and see who's in the chat right now. So let's go ahead and say hello to Christopher. What is up, man? Steve Bryant, how you doing? How you doing? Good vibes. I see you there. All right, Safe Pop Culture. What is up, man? Sean O, always a pleasure to see you here. Indra, of course. I hope you're having a nice breakfast right now, by the way. KYP, what is up with you? Thank you so much for stopping by, you guys. I know, like I said, guys, I'm running a little bit late today, but that is, I mean, trust me when I say, you guys, that I actually had such a night with the toddler. He actually woke up 3 times over the night and actually didn't go down. He didn't go to sleep until 7:30 in the morning. Man, oh, so you can only imagine the type of rush that I've been in. Oh my goodness. Stig Vicious, what is up, my dude? Battle, I can't tell you, dude. I saw your DM and I really wanted to reply to you as fast as I could, but I had to put together with the very little time that I've been awake these 6 videos that I just put up and also get this live thing ready right now. My dude, my boy went to sleep at 7:30 in the morning. I was rocking him to sleep for about 4 hours, and that actually drastically slows my typing down. So as I'm typing with one hand, right, in like literally in the kitchen while I'm just, you know, rocking him, right? So I'm just there going and I'm looking inside of the stroller. I'm like, man, my little guy is not asleep, right? So he actually had a little bit of a stuffy nose. So so we were able to clear that up, and eventually he fell asleep. And my goodness, I don't even think I took my clothes off when I went to bed. I literally went to bed by about 8:15 in the morning, and I woke up around 3 p.m. like, what happened? Oh my goodness. WV, we are absolutely going to be looking at GTII today, guys. No, Mark Roach, it's definitely not a nightmare, but it's actually very much not something that I would like to go through all the time, right? So, but no, I appreciate the moments that I do have with him right now, as I'm sure that they're going to go by pretty fast, and then I'm going to wish that I was right next to him, rocking him all night all over again. But everything is still good. Sebastian Lim coming in with a very kind donation, my friend. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, my friend. So Sebastian, you're trying to look at ticker symbol, what was it, BBBY? Yeah, man. Yeah, what's going on with that, by the way? Is that pumping again? I think I was talking about a potential downside on that. I don't know when that was actually, but I didn't make a video on it. I've already made 6 videos thus far, and I have no idea what is happening with that one, to tell you the very honest truth. And ticker symbol Wolf, of course. Guys, actually, I would have to warn about the Bitcoin miners like Mara, like Wolf, guys, that there may be one more pump to the upside before we face a serious rejection, and that could actually be facing on the 200-day simple moving average. I think it's on the daily chart or on the 5-day chart. Okay, so that's there could be a little bit more of an upside to go before we face a pullback, but everything is looking good nonetheless. Let's see what the chat is saying. Oh my goodness. So I see some new people stepping up. Really good stuff. Ada Infusion Whistleblower, what is up, man? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much for stopping by, my dude. I don't know where Joe is, by the way. Joe H, if you are present, say hello. I know sometimes he actually tends to come in late, right? And he says it too. He guys, I'm late, but I'm here. KYP, I urge you to take a look at that CLNV video that I actually just put up, and it shows some very interesting information. KYP, in respects to you, my friend, because you're so kind, I will tell you right off the bat that CLNV has some serious price action coming in, but first we must validate some things to the downside before we can make that sneaky upside, okay? I'm talking about reaccumulation between about 667 and about 603 cents, that is, right? Of course, we're all in this thing together. Keith Munster, my dude, I know that you sent me a DM. I know that I haven't replied just yet, but GTII is absolutely something that we're going to be looking at in this particular video. Okay, so I know that I have ticker symbol MULN to still look over, but I know that you are also watching this video very, very late at night. So we're going to actually start off with GTII tonight, followed by Cody Bauer's MULN request and AMC as well. Okay, you guys, so we're definitely going to be looking at some nice tickers. We have BBBY, WULF, all good things. ¿Qué onda, compa? Cryptic Trader stepping in to the chat. My dude, good to see you again. Guys, oh man, I promise you, I didn't mean to ignore a lot of people today. It's just, Ziggy, what is up, dude? It's just, man, I'm running super short in time, and I actually told my wife, like, hey, I'm gonna need you to get home a little earlier from work, because, oh man, you know, when he's actually awake and my little boy is actually playing around, right? He wants me to join him naturally, so that actually limits my time to be able to do some work while he's awake. So I actually have to wait to put him down for a nap in order for me to record one video. So those 6 videos that I just released, including COSM, FFIE, WISA, HLBZ, CLNV, CEI, all of those videos that I just released were done in a matter of about 45 minutes, or I mean, I'm talking about tops 1 hour, okay? So I definitely made sure to get those in as fast as I could so we can make sure to prep for tomorrow's very exciting session, you guys. Man, HLBZ made that really, really cool upside. Okay, so Keith, I'm gonna go ahead and try to cover CRTD, but I do have to favor it right after the AMC ticker. Okay, but regardless, I'll go ahead and put the time stamps. Wow, can't speak English right now. I'll put those timestamps in the description of the live so that you can actually just click on it, okay? I won't forget you, so we'll definitely look at that ticker as well, okay? So Keith M asking me for that CRTD. Very important tickers, guys. I know there is some massive upside to come in, okay? So Stig Vicious saying good vid on CEI tonight. Already have a buy order in tomorrow if we face a quick dip. Yes, of course. And on that, man, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, okay? So I was definitely long HLBZ, okay? So my buy order was 0.0030 off of the bottom that we faced today. My buy-in was at 23 28, okay, 0 spot 23.28, and the thing decides to go to 0 spot 23.60, avoiding the entry from Arca himself, making the 100% move to the upside without your boy. What is going on here? Frustration to the max. My goodness, never do that again to Arca. I was telling everybody in the Discord, stick to the play, because this thing is not gonna stay at 34, right? So it goes down and down and down. I'm like, all right, that 23.28, here it comes, and 23.60 and reverse. My goodness, man. And you know Arca will never chase a trade. I will never chase the trade, you guys. I do not care where it's gonna go afterward. It didn't meet my criteria for a reason, okay? So I do not care, okay? You'll never see me chasing a trade, because that's just out of the strategy, okay, you guys? And actually it's very dangerous to do so, as you're essentially minimizing your profits by chasing that trade, okay? So my entries are very aggressive. They're very aggressive, and if they don't meet, then I don't care, guys. It's just I know that a lot of people have that fear of missing out, and trust me when I say I do too, okay? I saw it go to that 23.60 instead of the 23.28. I'm like, oh, it irked me so bad. And trust me when I say that I just left it, I just canceled it, and I knew that I wasn't gonna come back from that point on. So, but still, you guys, I hope that can actually serve as a good type of a lesson, you know, my own lesson, of course, to you, so that you can see just how these plays happen all the time, okay? It doesn't matter that we miss it. The next play is up, all right, you guys? There's always an opportunity in the markets. We just have to make sure that we set the plan, that we set the play, and stick to it no matter what, okay, you guys? But nonetheless, we have made very good gains on that HLBZ. Lots of people sending me messages, and I am very excited for all of you. Very good stuff, you guys. Awesome. So, man, I actually did, Sean O saying, did anyone catch GNS today? I actually was saying that the upside for GNS was essentially gonna be around this area here. So you can see that I was just shy of the price action was just shy of my target of 667 going to 627. Guys, this just shows you that Arca is definitely not perfect. I am only human, guys. I can only suggest what I feel is gonna do it. The data can only do so much for us at the end of the day, right? It's only statistics, it's only probabilities, but once we accept the trade as a probabilities game, then we would start gaining a deeper edge for our strategies, okay, you guys? I very much appreciate everybody for stopping by thus far. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Guys, you will find the affiliate link for TradingView software in the description below as well, okay? You guys, consider opening up a TradingView platform software subscription, because that will absolutely help my trading future as well, okay, you guys? Very good stuff. We have some good tickers coming in, you guys. I love it. I love it, okay? As long as we are making some good plays, then everything else is good, right? So chat, let me know what you're trading. Chat, chime in. Let me see. What are you guys long on? Are you guys holding any of these really speculative plays? What is going on? HLBZ, Ziggy, there is still some potential to be able to make a long trade for HLBZ. I encourage you to take a look at that video that I just put up, okay? Because I do see some type of small retracement here, and please look at this right here for HLBZ. This was essentially the target that I was looking for. We came right in between it. All right, so and also, in all fairness to HLBZ, that descending triangle that we've been looking at played out its objective very nicely. It was suggesting about 55.83, and we came to a top of 48, right? No, 50 cents. Yeah, a high of 50 cents. So very nice. Okay, so in all honesty, it has met that target. It still may have a continuation to the upside. Very discretionarily, I can say that it may go to 93. I don't know, but it's just at any point somebody can take away their long position and just essentially capitulate this thing. But Like I said, you guys, be very careful when you're looking at assets like these, because you don't want to be caught in the itch. If you know what that means, you know what that means. Don't get caught in the itch, okay, you guys? Do not get caught, or else you're going to be the bag holder. You don't want to be used as liquidity, okay? If you are used as liquidity, then we can go ahead and go over a potential exit strategy, but we must abide by the trading rules and the play, okay? You guys know the play before you make that long position or short position, in order for us to make sure that we are on the right end of the profit margin, okay? You guys, we don't want to be on the opposite end ever. Do not bag hold. Ziggy780 saying, if HLBZ CEO follows GNS CEO and what he's doing, it's going to continue going up. They are dropping news daily. I know you don't look at that, but it helps. It absolutely does, Ziggy. I do not deny any of that type of information, as I do see it coming in the Discord, the Arca Bulls Discord. So I am very lucky to have an immense amount of fundamental analysts in the Discord who kindly step out of their way and use their personal time to update our plays, okay? Very nice thing. Stigs Vicious saying, still in INM and just swing trading it till it pops harder. I remember I was looking at INM yesterday, my dude. Did it end up doing what I said it was going to do, or did it... I forgot what I said, to be very honest, because I'm just looking at so many tickers on a daily basis, right? But I think so it did come back down to test that support, right? It actually came down a little lower, right below it, and then actually it reclaimed the pennant. Okay, so the pennant does have an upside trajectory, Stig. So and that trajectory can be found, or that objective can be found, by taking that trend line from that triangle all the way to the lowest point of the triangle itself, and then we apply it to the supposed area of breakout. Let's just say that it would be tomorrow, right? So you can see that it would take us very much into confluence with that 2.618 just above $4, okay? $4.14 could be that overall take profit on the way up. Do not be afraid to take some profits on that 1.618, 324, I'm saying between the 1.272 and the 1.618, 298 to 324, okay? Be very careful with that trade, as this thing can capitulate at any time. All right, Battle, that is all you, my dude. But please know that INM still has some pretty good upside continuation. Good stuff, guys. We're going to be covering a nice amount of tickers today, and I want to just make sure that everybody pays close attention, as we are going to be grading them as well. Whoever is in the chat who has already the person that asked for AMC yesterday, I want to know if you are in the chat right now. Battle, I do see that moves. It definitely moves fast. It's super volatile right now, and we do have a very low float, which means that this thing can easily be manipulated by a whale. We're looking at INM with, let's see, we have a 1.9 million market cap and a tiny 7.91 million float. Okay, so this, I know that there's obviously the whole thing about naked shorts and all that stuff, you guys, but I am just going off of what is reported. Okay, you guys, very interesting things here. Sean O, I am also stuck in that AMC ticker as well, my dude, and I am stuck on it at a huge loss, and that is primarily why I started learning how to trade. All right, Beta Bot, are you a real bot or are you a real person? I want you to answer me that question right now, stating I am a real person, or else I will not look at that BBBY for you. But regardless, Beta Bot, you're very lucky because Sebastian Wolf already asked for it, so you got lucky today, bot. Oh my goodness, guys, thank you so much everybody for stopping by. If you haven't done the like button, go ahead and do that with a big old punch. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to join the Discord if you haven't done so already. Plenty of smart people in that Discord, okay? Like I said, lots of fundamental analysts in there who are providing just just unmatched data for your boy right here, okay, you guys? So everything is looking good. As soon as we start to populate the chat a little more, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing on the road, but everything is looking very good. Stig Vicious coming in with a very nice donation, my friend. Thank you so much. I do not deserve that from you, my friend. That he says, there you go. I picked a ticker for you this time. Thanks for the quick peek. My dude, what? I did not mean to take that in that manner. I would have gone into deeper detail, man. MM coming through with a very nice donation as well. AMC, thanks, Arca. Was that you? I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we can take a look at that AMC ticker today, okay? So, MM, you are absolutely the third ticker that we're going to look at today, but I do thank you so much for that donation, guys. That is absolutely something that my wife and my kids are very excited about, and I am as well, okay? So, please, guys, when we do look at these tickers, also know that we're going to be rating them as well as a whole family, as a group. We're going to take a look at what the potentials are, just like this right up here that we looked at for INM. Okay, we graded it a B- for the longs, meaning that it still has massive upside to go. Stick Vicious saying, no, that was perfect. Seriously, thank you. I didn't want to bore anyone with that one. INM, I'm not even sure that I got that many views on it either, but I know a lot of people in the Discord were asking for it as well, so I'm happy to have provided a quick little outlook on this, okay? But please know that you can also face the potential reaccumulation zone, which could be about 185. If it does go there, we can face a very nice bounce to the upside here, okay? Very heavy trek to get through all these moving averages and the resistance, okay? So we still have some sideways trading before we can make that upside continuation, okay? Sean O coming in with a very nice donation too. Sean, that's more than I can ask for, my dude. Thank you so much. And you are literally just saying thanks for what you do, my friend. That is so considerate of you. My family is eternally thankful for you, and as are the Arca Bulls family, okay, you guys? This is a good way to ensure that the boy can continue giving you some nice plays for the following day, okay, you guys? I love the fact that we can all come together as a community, discuss our tickers, and really make an edge for the following day. But what is the chat still saying? BIOR stock, please. So I'm sorry if I can't actually pronounce your name, but your last name being Cabra, correct? So I will certainly put that on the list for you, my friend. Of course. So and I don't want to butcher your name either, but is that Harjinder? Is that how you pronounce that? Please give me a thumbs up if I pronounce that correctly. But yes, we can absolutely look at ticker symbol BIOR for you. Okay, so very good stuff. Thank you for clarifying that. I do not wish to butcher anybody's name ever. Okay, you guys trust me when I say that. All through high school, I got butchered like crazy. But it's entirely okay because we're still alive and we're still breathing, right? Temporary little minimal things. Pabon coming through with that ticker symbol CEOS. I know we've been covering that as well, but I also know that I haven't updated those videos on the CEOS, but we were expecting an upside for that ticker nonetheless. Tell me, Pabon, did the upside happen? Is what I was saying in my videos from last week, did they come to fruition, or did they make Arca look like a clown? Like, a lot of people put clown pictures at me saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, it probably is true. I probably don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm just looking at the markets the way my silly brain tends to look at it. Okay, you guys. So if that's the case, then maybe we should all consider taking a look at the markets the way we perceive them to be, right? Cryptic Trader coming in with Arca. When GTII Lambo. Oh man, trust me, I get so many of those messages. I get them all the time. They're saying, Arca, when MULN CRTD, sorry. And then they tell me when MULN AMC, and I'm like, oh man, you guys, I'm asking myself when MULN, okay? Not even my own power, not even Arca's own power can tell us when that upside is gonna happen to finally break even. Michael Dixon, what is up, my dude? Good to see you. Good to see you. I know that you and I speak in Twitter and stuff. In fact, chat, definitely say hello to Michael, as he was one of the first people I spoke to when I was first starting my analysis. I think I only had about 40 followers when he said hello to me, and we started talking strategy, long-term strategy. Very good stuff, Michael. Good to see you here, my friend. Really appreciate your stopping by. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at some very nice tickers today. We have what? Let's see what we have on the list thus far. Okay, Steve, I'm gonna add it to the list as well. Okay, my dude, I see that you put right there very, very sneakily INBS, okay? So don't think I am ignoring anybody. I am absolutely looking at the potentials for the tickers that we have to look at, okay, you guys? So please make sure, if you're new to the chat, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Look at Michael. The moderators are saying hello to you. They're saying, please welcome yourself into the chat right now. Yes, Michael, we are going to be looking at GTII as the first ticker tonight, followed by ticker symbol MULN, which is MULN. We're gonna follow up with AMC, CRTD, BBBY. We have ticker symbol WULF. We have BIOR. We have CEOS, and finally we have INBS. Okay, you guys, we're gonna make sure to rate these tickers. We're gonna rate the plays together as a community. Okay, so make sure to pay close attention to what we're doing with the play so that you can guess that upside or downside correctly. Okay, but remember, guys, the way we're doing it is D- to an A+. Okay, so we're not gonna do the F because that's just silly. D- is going to be you essentially realizing a max loss, meaning if you're rating at D-, that means that we may very well lose about whatever your max loss is. My max loss is a 4%, okay? It doesn't mean that yours has to be that, okay? So D- would essentially give us the max loss for the day before you suspend yourself for a trade or a trading session, okay? And the A+ would give us the max win with all confirmation and everything about the company financials in line. Okay, we want to make sure that we look at the market cap. We want to make sure that we look at the float. We want to make sure to look at momentum. We want to see and validate, we want to see and validate a potential upside move or downside move based on your bias. Okay, you guys? Michael Dixon coming in with a very nice donation. Now, my friend, I don't know what you mean by 20 in your message. What do you want me to do with 20? Do you want me, because ticker symbol 20 does not exist, Michael Dixon. So let's go ahead and have you chat or include in the chat what you mean or what ticker you meant to look at, okay, as I will absolutely honor it. Okay, you guys, make sure to hit that like button. You guys, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I know that it's a little late for some of you in the East Coast. We will absolutely take a look at these tickers. Okay, for let's see, Forgive, is that Forge Investment? Is that Forge Investment? GTII will be the first one we take a look at just for you. You don't even know how this goes. My goodness. Everybody is welcome into the chat. Brandon and Ella's Fun Adventures, what is up? Thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate everybody in here right now. Just to go over that list for the tickers that we are going to be seeing is, let's see, they are starting with GTII. We're going to look at MULN, AMC, we have CRTD, we have BBBY, we have ticker symbol WULF, we have BIOR, CEOS, INBS. Very good amount of tickers here, you guys. Lots of opportunities for us to make some nice moves in the market for the following days. Okay, you guys. Mondo Lopez coming in with a what's up, Arca? Nothing up, man. I'm telling you, I had such a silly day with my toddler, but everything is good now. Okay, you guys. We are here. We are making some very nice moves, some very nice plays happen for the community. So I want you guys to pay close attention happen because we may actually be able to get some very good gains over the next few days, okay? So Mondo, definitely keep up with me here, my dude. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you so much. Stick Vicious. The Sick Vicious coming in with a nice donation. Thank you, my friend. And you say love you, man, but I gotta roll up in 4 hours, my dude. Here's my donation to a newbie in the group tonight. Let one of the moderators work and choose the play for tonight. Sam, Mark, Cal, Hound, DJ, if you guys are in, go ahead and maybe think of the ticker that you would like for me to look at, okay? Because this is on Stick Vicious. My battle. Have a good night. Rest well, and I will catch you soon, okay, my dude? Sean O, my dude. What am I putting in even the whales in the message? Sean, is there? I'm gonna have to just look over like 17 tickers for you, man. This is incredible. Thank you so much for your consideration. That's very nice of you, my dude. And please, just know that I am here for you and I can absolutely help. And as you know, my promise to the retail is that I will always tell you what I am looking at, no matter how ugly or no matter how beautiful. Okay, you guys, I'm never going to pump you into a stock that it's eventually going to sell off. That is not my style. Okay, you guys, we must practice what we teach our kids. And that's honesty here. Okay, you guys, the honesty is the best policy. If I'm going to teach that to my son and my daughter, I will for you as well. I will practice my honesty, and my values will always remain here as an influencer as well. Very interesting stuff. saying, Michael Dixon, you have to slide bar under your text to choose. I got you, man. Very cool. So Mondo Lopez now coming in through with that. Yes, of course. Let's take a look at that ticker, okay, my dude? So what was it? IFBD. What do you got to tell me about that, man? Who? Wow. I had a quick little silly breath there. But tell me, Mondo, what's going on with that ticker? Is that a short squeeze play? What is it really doing for us, man? And I hope you're in the money already, because if you're not in the money, I will dunce you. So let's look at IFBD, okay? Very, very good stuff. Guys, if you're new to the chat, we're just allowing the chat to kind of populate so we can start the analysis off with some very good tickers. We're also going to rate them as a community and see if the potentials are actually true or not. Okay, you guys. Michael Dixon coming in with another donation, my friend. Thank you so much. So that's GTII on the East Coast roll. Michael Dixon, I hope I'm not taking away your sleep time, okay, my dude? But just in case, we're going to wait just another maybe 5 or 10 minutes tops. I'm thinking 5 minutes, okay? We're going to start off this analysis, but if I am not able to get to it on your timing, make sure to come back to the live stream after it's posted. I will have those timestamps in the description, so you can just click on those numbers and it'll take you right to the ticker of your choice, okay? But Michael, that's very kind of you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. My family appreciates that. My kids will absolutely appreciate that, okay, you guys? So let's see what's happening here. Mondo Lopez saying, I've been sitting on it for a while, and you're talking about ticker symbol IFBD. So you're saying I also, let's see. I've been sitting on it for a while, but it's been pumping. Oh, okay. So yeah, let's see if we can potentially get a type of exit strategy for it. Okay, I see what you mean. Mr. Zur coming in from Sweden, my friend. What time? Let everybody know what time it is exactly. You're saying it's morning / my goodness, man, this is incredible. What is up, Hound? Guys, if you're new to the chat, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out the links in the description below. You'll find the TradingView subscriptions there. If you so happen to be interested in the Crypstex ARC-Series indicators, go ahead and send me a DM. My email is located in the About section of the channel, okay, you guys? So make sure to refer to that if you want to acquire any of those indicators, okay? So Indra, 7:33 in the morning. Where are you coming from? Why is it so early? Because it is absolutely right here for me and Mark Roach. It is 10:33 p.m. Pacific for us right now, okay? So where are you? What country? Germany. My goodness, Indra, I know you said it before, but I tend to forget these things. That's incredible. people. Chat. Now that we have a good amount of people in the chat, go ahead and state your city and state and or country where you're coming from. I want to know and I want to see where you guys are coming from to listen to Arca Bulls, okay? Now that we are entirely filling up this chat, list your city, list your state, list your country. I want to see where you guys are coming from right now, okay? So we have Germany right now. We have New York. We have Northern California, Fresno, California. Very cool stuff, you guys. State your city, state your country. Where are we coming from? I know we have some people here in LA. We've Heidelberg. Oh my goodness. We have Wisconsin right here. Okay. Detroit, Michigan, Los Angeles, Rancho Vista, Mission Viejo. Guys, this is very cool. We have Canada, San Francisco in the house. My goodness, guys, all over. Very, very humbled upon that, you guys, okay? So we're going to look at this. Little Rock, California. The driver's license number 2, please. Definitely don't put up your license, okay? So, Sean O, coming from the 313, we have New Jersey, Chicago, Illinois. My goodness, Newfoundland, Canada. Very cool. Newfie for short. Gotcha. Now I remember how to be able to pronounce your name, okay? So I know now for a fact that it's Newfie because I was messing it up all this whole time, okay, you guys? So we're gonna have to start dimming the music. We're gonna have to start getting our serious faces on so that we can start to see the potentials for tomorrow. Cryptic Trader saying coming from Antarctica. That is a big old lie, Cryptic Trader. Are you serious? Is there even internet out in Antarctica, man? Ooh. Is that the truth? Do you know that? Who is your provider for internet, by the way? We need to know who that is and short them. Mondo Lopez, that's very kind of you, my friend. That's and you're literally just saying thank you, Arca. You're awesome. I really appreciate you, my friend. And I assume just by your name that you speak Spanish. Do you speak Spanish, Mondo Lopez? Let me know in the chat here in the comments if you do speak Spanish. Okay, I would like to greet you, my friend. Thank you so much for those very kind donations, guys. That's gonna go. That's gonna go for. For my family, it's gonna go a long way. Okay, so now Cryptic Trader coming in with the truth, saying that he is actually from Woodland, California. Okay, now there we go. So now, and then Landfear saying Stockholm, Sweden. Okay, we do have a couple people from Sweden now. Okay, so that's Baghdad, Iraq. Okay, very cool. And I hope I didn't say that wrong. Okay, I assume that you make fun of people who say Iraq or Iraq. So I don't know how to actually pronounce it. Do not hold it against Arca ever. You guys, so Mondo Lopez does speak Spanish. Mi amigo, mi hermano, muchísimas gracias por su donación. You know how it goes right here, my friend. I love you so much and I love everything that you do for me, my friend. Thank you so much. Lo aprecio demasiadamente, mi amigo. Gracias. Now you guys know that Arca is bilingual. Maybe I'm trilingual. David Parr saying Compton in the house. David Parr, there's no way you have David Parr as a name from Compton. Tell me the honest truth. Where are you coming from? George T giving me that LOL. David, what's up, man? Good to see you here, my brother. I appreciate you stopping by once again, okay? Moderators, I'm going to go ahead and start asking you to take a look at the chat because we're going to have to start getting our serious faces on, the serious business faces on, so that we can see what we have here, okay, you guys? So, Cryptic Trader saying that David Parr is from Watts, is the city of Watts, okay, you guys? Do not go down there, very dangerous area, okay, you guys? Make sure not to wear those nice white Nike Cortez down there, or else you're gonna get taken advantage of, guys. Do not wear those nice ones, okay? Gracias a ti, Arca, dice mi amigo Mando Lopez. Ya sabes, mi amigo, ya sabe. Okay, so Christopher, you're talking about AGBA. If I don't get the time to add that into the roll today, I'll make sure to get to it no matter what. And we have Pittsfield, New Hampshire as well. That is Michael Dixon. Very cool stuff. David Parr coming in with all of the Spanish in the world saying C. Oh my goodness. So let's just take a look at that. It's going to be Christopher. You said ticker symbol AGBA. Okay. What's up with that one, man? I'm wondering if if it has some potential to the upside myself. I've never heard about it. I've never heard about it. Oh, so Mark Roach also talking about AGBA. Okay, so what's going on with that ticker, guys? You obviously have some information, some insider things that Arca is not allowed to see. Why? Because I am shadow banned in Twitter. Have you seen the hashtags going around? I think some people are saying, they're saying like hashtag free Arca Bulls. It's becoming a whole movement. Oh my goodness, guys, that is truly funny. It's truly something else. I can't even tell you guys how I started laughing when I saw that free Arca. They said directly to Elon Musk. It's like that guy's gonna give a crap who I am, right? Oh my goodness, man. But being verified and seeing that I'm shadow banned is not cool, you guys. Very not cool. What are we gonna do about it? We're gonna tell Elon Musk to unban me, please. What's going on, guys? So the shadow ban actually essentially prevents me from being searched or suggested in browse, which is annoying. Very annoying. So when people try to tag me, they have to literally type out my whole name and press enter, all the way to press enter, so then I show up. So it wouldn't show up in the suggestion. Incredible. So somebody's telling me that I actually was tied with I don't know what kind of things were said or whatever, but that apparently I'm included in that, and now I'm banned. And I don't understand why. Maybe it's because I'm trying to tell you guys the truth about how to trade the markets. Oh. The last thing we want to do God forbid, the last thing we want to do is make a retail a few bucks here and there, skim off the top. My goodness, guys, come on. We're just trying to live a life here. We're just trying to have a good time, right? What is going on, man? Guys, don't ban me, please. I'm only saying the truth. I'm only a regular dude here in his house, behind a computer, and just sharing my perspective into how to trade the markets. My goodness. Sean O saying free Arca, free Orca. All right, so we got to get into the business now, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull up. I'm not going to officially start it just yet. Let me just pull up the ticker GTII, as there is a lot to talk about there. Okay, you guys, I'm so surprised that, oh right, I was gonna try to do it, I was gonna try to do a video today, but oh man, I really couldn't get to it because there was just so much to answer. And trust me, you guys, there is actually still somebody waiting for me to give them the access to their Crypstex indicators. They already paid too. If you are listening in the chat, please or here live, please know that I will get to you as soon as this live ticker is done. Okay, you guys, everything is looking good. Did I just see a dab over there? I see a dab from Forget Investments. That almost made me feel like Cal was up in the chat right now. Usually Cal is the one to put those dabs in the chat. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get rid of that momentum. We're gonna look at a few metrics here for GTII, as we do have some important things to talk about. Very good stuff, very good price action in GTII as of late. Okay, you guys, so what I wanted to talk about is regarding the statistics side of it. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and now start off the official analysis. We're gonna start dimming the music down now as well, so we can get that serious face and that serious business on the roll. Mark Roach giving me that 1042. Let me actually favor that right now. 10:42 p.m. officially starting GTII. Pay close attention, guys, as we will rate the trade together as a family, as a community. Okay, you guys. So now, speaking of volatility versus momentum, okay, so we can see that volatility has essentially dove into the critical volatility zone, which was very much similar to what happened the last time when we were able to see that 350% move to the upside. Okay, so we are now inside of the critical volatility zone yet again, and the moving average seems to be also in that expansion phase to the upside. So as soon as we do have that moving average within the critical volatility, and then we start that contraction phase towards the downside, we would need to pair it with stochastic momentum we would need to pair it with stochastic momentum so that we can get the upside pitch on both the short-term average and the longer-term average, okay? As soon as we get this upside pivot from the momentum oscillator, we would then start off the clock yet again. It would then set the criteria or reset the conditions for that massive upside that we've been looking at, okay? So I know a lot of people talk about it. I know that a lot of people say, Arca, how are you saying that it's going to go up 3,200%? Well, it's based on a back test, guys. It's based on a back test of volatility versus momentum throughout the entire trading history of GTII on the 5-day chart. Let me get a like. Okay, you guys? So make sure to know that I'm not just making this up. I don't want to say that it's going to go down. I don't want to say that it's going to go up without backing it first mathematically. Okay, so now the math upon the conditions being set of, remember, the critical volatility zone, okay, which is within the 90 percentile of BBWP, this indicator, and the pivot to the upside on both of the averages of the momentum indicator. Okay, you guys? So know for a fact that I am looking for that upside on both of these averages and or maintaining ourselves within critical volatility or contracting to the downside. Okay, so now let's look at the immediate short-term time frame to see what we have. But please do notice that we are knocking on the door of this right-angled triangle. Okay, please notice that this is the resistance that we're facing and we're just knocking on it over and over and over again. It is trying to make a breakout. Okay, please notice this. Test 1, test 2, test 3, and now we're at that test 4. What is test 4 usually? Well, that's following the golden rule of 3 that we speak of very often here in this channel and on the Discord and on Twitter always, okay? The golden rule of 3 means that we get the 3 tests of resistance followed by the true breakout attempt being that number 4 test, okay? It's very curious that we are knocking at the door on test number 4, and we also have the stochastic momentum at oversold, and we have the volatility all the way up here. My goodness, you guys, there is something up with GTII, and it's facing some serious resistance right now, but I think that we may be setting up for a massive upside, okay? Please remember that the statistical metric of 3,200% to the upside is particular to the $17 to $19 range. Okay, so if the conditions are met again, then that condition and criteria would be applied to the trade. Okay, so that means that we would essentially take it to in weeks, okay, weeks time. We can take it to that $17 to $19 zone, which is also confluent with what? Is very confluent with the price objective of our right angle triangle. How do we know that? Well, we take a trend line from the hypotenuse of the triangle, okay, the very top of the triangle to the lowest point of the price action, and we apply it to the supposed area of a breakout, okay, you guys? Beta Bot, have a very good night. Thank you so much for stopping by. And now, if we take a look at the price objective from this right angle triangle, where does that take us? Guess what that is? Let's look right up here. $18. It is very much in direct correlation with the volatility versus stochastic backtest target. Okay, you guys, the plus 3,000% takes us to about 17 to 18 bucks. So does the triangle. That type of correlation is what we're essentially looking for. This is the next signal that it is potentially an upside move. What could that be, Arca? Show me the goods. Okay, so not only are we facing test 1, 2, 3, and the 4th test of breakout, the true breakout, but we're also preparing for the 4th breakout of the larger time frame formation called the broadening descending wedge. Okay, you guys, that broadening descending wedge is essentially telling us that it's getting ready for the 4th true breakout per the golden rule of 3. Remember that we are looking at a buy formation here, okay? We have a complex breakout, meaning that upon the breakout of test number 4 of both the triangle and the broadening descending wedge, we could likely find some top side resistance at the take profit of the formation itself, which is suggesting what? at that beginning. The genesis of the formation is suggesting $3. Okay, so we can face that $3 upside, then come back, literally test our current highs of about $1.09 in confirmation of the support, well, newly converted support, right? And also the newly converted resistance into support of the other formation as well. Complex breakout, complex support validations, upside imminent. Okay, you guys, this is very interesting. Okay, so we have the test number 4 of the triangle. True breakout for the upside. Test number 4 of the broadening descending wedge. True breakout to the upside. Okay, we have volatility versus momentum in oversold and in critical upside per the back test. And the $18 target suggested by that statistical move alongside the $18 target with, guys, there's too many things rhyming. There's way too many things rhyming here. Okay, so I'm afraid to actually put up a video because then everybody's going to see me say that. And then they're going to be like, let's go to the moon. And then we get naked shorted all over again. Guys, I don't want that to happen. Never, never let that happen. Okay, so what I am saying that, guys, if you hear the rumors of saying this is going to go to $1,000, guys, please. The most unrealistic target right now I'm seeing is $18. Okay, so just know that if it does get close to between $9 and $18, get out. Okay, just take your profits and run because you're probably going to be rich at $9 anyway. My goodness. Very good stuff here. Make sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the chat, hit the subscribe button. But let's continue on with the immediate short-term time frame for GTII. Okay, so yes, now that you know that we're looking at that $18 upside, right, per the statistics and per the right angle triangle, which by the way is one of the few formations that I actually do like to call. Why do I like to call it? Is because this is the only known formation in trading that is both mathematically backed and psychologically backed. So inverse head and shoulders, Adam and Eve, regular head and shoulders, cup and handle, whatever other one that you're looking at are only psychologically backed. Okay, take note. Make sure that you know your facts. Make sure that you know the rules for trading before trading. Okay, you guys. So now let's go to the immediate short term and take a look at what it has for us. We'll load up the RSI as I do need a little bit of a closer bias for that movement, although it's still delayed. Okay, you guys, so we still have an upside suggestion on that 5-day time frame. Very good. Let's look at the immediate short term though. Let's start it off just like we always do with that 30-minute. The 30-minute making a very important cross here. Always mind your RSI signal, purple line, okay? And the 14-day moving average is that pink line. All right, look at this right here. We're right at the gravitational zone of the bull weakness percentile, meaning an upside is very imminent in the immediate short term. Let's see how close we can get. 15-minute is suggesting massive upside already in that gravitational zone as well, likely going up. Let's go to the 5-minute. The 5-minute suggesting massive upside as well, and also sitting well within the grips of the bull strength percentile. Upside is imminent in the immediate short term, okay? Bi-hourly. Let's see what the bi-hourly has to say. Okay, bi-hourly now suggesting upside as well. 14-day moving average upside as well. We're entering the bull strength percentile, but always remember, okay, that when we're in this particular gravitational zone, we can face a potential pullback, but definitely know that this is short-lived. The bi-hourly is fast, okay? So meaning that we can essentially, if we do face a downside, we have that 14-day moving average landing right at the opposing side's gravitational zone, meaning that we can face a quick pullback and not only face the support from the gravitational zone, but also from our 14-day moving average, suggesting a continuation to the upside. Guys, I know you didn't know that. Hit the like button for it now. Let's go ahead and now move on to the 6-hour time frame and see what we got, okay? The 6-hour is suggesting that slight pullback. I was already seeing it on the bi-hourly, okay? So this is essentially feeding off of each other, suggesting that we may actually find a short-term reaccumulation period before a continuation to the upside. Let's look at the 12-hour and continue piecing the puzzle, okay? Because we will be making that rating soon, okay, you guys? So, okay, so notice this, okay? The 6-hour is a little bit, a little bearish, right? Look at the 8-hour, correct? The 8-hour is not as bearish, but notice how it's sitting in the gravitational zone of the bull weakness, suggesting upside. Let's move on. Look at the 12-hour be bullish. See what I mean? We have to follow the ebb and flow of the markets. Okay, you guys, so we're at that border between the bear weakness and the bull weakness percentile, suggesting an upside continuation. Notice the 14-day simple with that pivot towards the upside soon. Okay, let's go to the buy daily. Buy daily bouncing off of that 14-day simple and now moving just outside of the gravitational zone, which would essentially take us back down, if even, because we're so close to it. Okay, we're just over it. If we do get pulled on the buy daily, we have that 14-day moving average to serve as support alongside the gravitational zone from the opposing zone, which means that we have two areas of support before a continuation up. 3-day. The 3-day is suggesting now an upside and now made a very important bullish cross above that 14-day simple, and now it's outside of the gravitational zone. The upside is continuous here for the 3-day, and 5-day suggesting a very limited upside. But please know that this is 5 days. Okay, you guys, meaning that it takes a long time for us to get any type of movement here. And this could very well be in correlation to finding that $3 potential resistance. Okay, you guys, so if we do find that $3 potential resistance, which would be the breakout of not only the triangle and a descending, the freaking broadening wedge. It would also send us to the resistance of the 14-day alongside the drop back to confirm our newly converted resistances into support. Okay, remember, this is a complex breakout as it is a buy formation, but we have it backed mathematically. We have it backed with statistics. We have it backed with formation and psychology. Okay, so the upside is looking more than relevant here. Okay, now the weekly still suggesting upside, suggesting a limited upside as well. Let's go to the bi-weekly. Bi-weekly still suggesting upside, approaching the gravitational zone of the bear weakness percentile. And then let's finally look at that monthly. Okay, so now the monthly suggesting the downside would essentially tell me that the bi-weekly would be the area where we finally succeed some type of high number before an eventual pullback. Okay, that would be very much in line here. Okay, you guys. So I'm talking about without naked shorts. I'm talking about without naked shares, without any of that stuff. I'm giving you the foundation of what the charts read. So if there were short positions and also naked or synthetic shares in the past, we can see the past today. This is why I back things historically. Okay, so guys, if we were talking in 2017 about naked or synthetic shares, we're talking about them today too. So we can see them in the price action. We can see them in volatility. We can see them in momentum. So we backtest those metrics and we then make an educated guess towards the upside or downside. Okay, so remember, 30-minute time frame is suggesting an immediate upside. Okay, the pullback wouldn't essentially start to happen until when? Let's verify one more time. Almost never. My goodness. Hold on just a sec. Let's just see. 15-minute up, 30-minute up, bi-hourly and hourly up. Okay, 6 hour is essentially that little bit of a pullback. Okay, so it would be in the 6 hour only, meaning that in the middle of the session tomorrow, somewhere in that middle of the session, we could face a rejection from our top side triangle one more time, which could be located. I'm not saying we're going there. Okay, in fact, I'm going to pull the daily. Okay, so actually, yes, I need to do it in the daily first because, man, I don't want to excite anybody that hard yet. Okay, so we could face that pullback again from the top side of about $1.20, $1.18, right around there. We can actually face that resistance yet again. We're going to continue knocking on that door. We're going to continue building that volatility, and then this thing can rocket ship. Very good stuff here, okay, you guys? So now, community. Now, chat, go ahead and start thinking about what we're going to rate this trade for the longs, okay? Not for the shorts, because the shorts do not belong here right now. They should honestly start covering because this thing has an upside coming. Let's go ahead and rate the trade as a community. What is GTII going to be rated? I already have it in mind, but I want to go ahead and get the overall perspective from the community, okay? So Sebastian Lim coming in with an A+ trade. Indra coming in with a B+. Mark King giving me a B. We have Cryptic Trader with an A. Mark Roach, B+. We have Forgan Investments giving, let's see, A+. A plus from Sebastian. Samantha A. David Parr giving me a B. Beso Amy giving me an A plus. We have Sean O with an A. Henrik with an A minus. And Tamir Mori coming in with an A plus. Hound giving me an A. Ziggy with a B minus. Mr. Zur with a B. Let's see. 4G Investments. Got it. Thank you, bro. Ryan T giving it an A plus. Dawn giving it an A. Chat, look at this. Paban giving it an A plus plus. Take a look at the relevance in sentiment, okay? Within ourselves. Look at all the ratings for yourselves, okay? Look at how we feel together. All right? So am I pronouncing it wrong for real? Is it, let's see, you almost got it, fam. Are you saying 4G or 4G? Is it going to be like 4G, like 4G service, or 4G, like forgive, right? So FOMO will be wild. Absolutely. So 4G Investments, got you. B minus from George T. Okay, so 4G, got you, my dude. Now, guys, look at that sentiment, okay? Look at it. Look at it so you can see based on ourselves that we are going to essentially validate the upside because we feel that the upside is validated regardless of what any other thing says. Okay, make sure that you know. Fusion 2000, I'm not excited about this is because this is something that I owe to the GTII community. They have given me so many followers and so many donations and stuff, so I feel like I owe it to them. So GTII community, we are looking at some massive upside because we're validating it. Keith Munster giving it an A plus. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and give you my rating, but remember that is not a rule, okay? It's based on me. Remember what the valuation is of this company in the reported financials, okay? We're looking at about a 285 million market cap. Very good, okay? The shares, the float is reported to be, of course, we potentially know that it's way more than that, of course, but very close to 200 million, okay? So knowing that we have not such a high risk play, but other than that, it would be, you know, essentially, you know what I'm saying, guys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rate this right now because I am unable to give this an A+, but I will give this a B+ for the longs. Okay, what does B+ mean for Arca? Well, do not use this as any type of financial advice, okay? Please make sure that whatever I say next is actually used as just a form of entertainment. Do your own due diligence and everything will be fine, okay? B+ for the longs. Why? It means for Arca that I would essentially go in on this anywhere between 60 to 70% portfolio. When we have mathematics, when we have sentiment, when we have technicals, and when we have all of that, and also the merger, CRTD, you know, all that stuff in line, lead to a pretty good trade, okay? So using the rating system or the grading system, this is a way for you to understand what could be in play. So you see the overall sentiment, Michael Dixon giving it an A, Newfie giving it an A. So very good stuff, okay, you guys? We all see the sentiment here. We're giving it to ourselves, okay? We're essentially making sure that we can all get long this stock. And it is really not too many other reasons. It's really us. Okay, you guys? So B+ for the longs. Very good. Very good. And let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and note it here on my notes. B+. And we'll note here longs as well. Very good. Very good, community. I love that everybody was in the same page. That means that you're listening. That means that we can all know what the play could be for tomorrow. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next ticker. And that is going to be ticker symbol MULN for Cody Bauer. My goodness. Christopher with that B. That is absolutely right. Tamir, I agree with the B range for the longs. Absolutely. Yeah, guys, I think it has a lot of promise. It has a lot of sentiment. It has a lot of people backing it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, Sean O saying the shorts are much smaller hedgies and are running out of money. Oh, my goodness. So, Sean, actually, short positions are also retail, you know, so we're essentially stealing from each other. Exchange of goods. My goodness. So let's go ahead and now officially end ticker symbol GTII, and what was that? That was 11:03 p.m. ending. Mark Roach, thank you so much. Moderator Mark Roach, everybody. All right, all right. So now let's go ahead and officially start. Ticker symbol MULN at 11:03 p.m. as well. Let's move on this. Make sure to pay close attention as we will grade this together. Joe H., you have been asked for several times over the chat. Coming in. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, all right, all right. So let's see what we got here. We're going to load up ticker symbol MULN, MULN Automotive, okay? Lots of dangerous stuff happening within this ticker, guys. I want you to be careful because I know that there's negative sentiment regarding a reverse split or what was it again? I forgot what it was, but I know that there is... there is a lot of speculation within this. It was back, and I think they actually weren't gonna... The Kramers for handcuffs, my goodness. Guys, geez. So, I mean, if this thing can face any type of upside, it would be in respects to getting our money back somehow. Okay, so I want to start off the analysis here for MULN using the Crypstex ARC-Series indicators. Okay, so first, I want you to pay close attention to the ARC Enhanced MACD. Okay, so this is a Bollinger Bands, a momentum-based indicator, okay? So meaning that the Bollinger Bands are also volatility within momentum. This is a very special indicator for me because I tend to use this in high regard for buying for literally the short and the short and long signals, okay? We have bull and bear. So see this particular bear signal was flashed very aggressively here on January 9th. From the enhanced MACD on the 8-hour chart. We also got a very aggressive short signal here on the ARC Armor indicator, and that was printed on January 12th, 2023, right before the capitulation happened, okay? So, again, if you guys are interested in acquiring any of these indicators, just go ahead and send me a DM. We'll go over the subscription packages, okay, you guys? Anyway, let's go ahead and notice what's happening here, okay? We're starting to get a little bit of an uptick on the momentum side of things, okay? Please also do notice that we're still in the contraction phase within volatility, which is the Bollinger Bands, okay? So the Bollinger Bands are now starting to pivot to what that usually means is that we can start making the pivot just like this and start that contraction, the full contraction, into a critical contraction, and then we can face an upside. But obviously, we're still a bit early. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and continue validating this because there are very important signals that we should take into account. Let's go ahead and load up RSI and see what it has for us. Okay, you guys, so let's see. 8-hour is suggesting some downside continuation right now. Okay, you guys, let's go to the immediate short term and just go just the way we always do, right? So let's see, we have a little bit of consolidation here. The long signal is still printed on the ARC Armor, and that was in respects to Friday, January 20th at the opening of about 26 cents. It has since moved all the way up to 32 cents, and then now is facing this type of sideways trading. Okay, so let's move on. Bi-hourly is suggesting an upside continuation. The bi-hourly gave us that long signal, the ARC Armor, gave us that long signal as well, right at that opening candle, which was at about 28 cents bi-hourly, okay? So we are also starting to notice that we have the green waves starting to print. There could be some type of upside move happening soon-ish, okay? Let's see. 6 hours suggesting some downside, some upside as well, and we're very close to the gravitational zone here. Very good stuff. Let's continue. 12-hour is suggesting now an upside, and guess what it's doing? Look at the RSI. It's making a bullish cross above that 14-day simple, and we are approaching very closely. We're under 1% away from reaching that gravitational zone that would essentially take us on an upside continuation. Okay, let's look at the bi-daily. Bi-daily upside continuation, very important cross right here, making an upside. And always, guys, always mind your RSI signal position, okay? Notice that we are well within that gravitational zone of the bear weakness percentile, meaning that the bears are about to lose. We're about to face an upside. We're going to continue building the blocks here as we're going to grade it, okay, you guys? Now, the 3-day time frame still suggesting upside as well, and it's now in the middle section away from that gravitational zone danger, okay? So very good stuff. Let's see the 5-day. And now the 5-day is suggesting some sideways trading. We're getting a little bit of a hint from the 14-day simple moving average as an upside continuation, but we're just going to have to validate that a little later, okay, you guys? So now that we know that based on the 30 minutes sideways, bi-hourly a little bit of upside, 6 hours some corrective upside, we have a very important cross on the 12-hour. Daily we have an upside. Bi-daily is making an important cross. Okay, 3-day upside, and 5-day would essentially be that area where it starts to kind of, stay stagnant or a consolidation period, which means that we are likely going to see an upside starting, maybe not tomorrow, but it may actually start on the following day or the next day after that. Okay, you guys, so please, let's go ahead and now open the daily to start gaining a possibility of targets that we can look at, okay, you guys? Because I know actually there was something in particular that I needed to look at regarding MULN, and I'm not sure where my chart is, but regardless, let's go ahead and now pull up some fibs and some moving averages so that we can see the potentials for the coming sessions, okay? All right. If we are to reaccumulate anywhere, okay? Actually, you know what? I'll load up the exponentials as well for us. If we need to load up anywhere, guys, then I guess the next relevant support would essentially be at that 50-day simple at about 26 cents. Not saying it's going to go there, in fact. But let's take an inverse fib just so we can cover the downside first, okay? Swing high to the swing low of the daily. All right. The relevant target here would actually be between the 1.272, which is in correlation to actually all this area here. Okay, we're using it right over here as well as a support range for this candle. It's confluent enough for us to take a look. Oh yeah, definitely all this range over here as well. Lots of support resistance from that 1.272. You can see the cursor line, the horizontal one, connected to the 1.272 all the way over here, okay? So this is how I trade. I just look at things this way as I'm moving to them, as I move left and right and see the correlation between the resistance and support targets, okay? So we can see that it's a valid area. Since we would be that close to that 1.272, we can only assume that a dip down to the 1.618 at 28.39 would absolutely be in line as well, okay? So we are now looking at some very confluent targets. I need to express some immediate danger to looking at the 26 or 27 cent zone. Why? Because the SMA 50 is located right in between the 2.272 and the 2.618 golden mean. That would be my second area, a little less likely to go there. Okay, so I'm talking about for reaccumulation possibilities. Okay, you guys. So nonetheless, we're still very bullish on this, the momentum on this, regardless of the company financials, regardless of any type of dilution or whatever is maybe happening. It's the momentum is suggesting what it is, and this could likely be a good short-term play. Okay, you guys. So now the upside trajectory is something that we should also keep in mind. The upside is not aggressive. It is upside nonetheless, so we cannot treat it as aggressive. I already can see some targets. All right, that SMA 10 right here, the 10-day simple moving average. Take a look at in the correlation with the cursor line. Okay, look where it's landing. See over there to the right. See, it's right between the 2 and the 1.618, meaning that the 1.618 to the 1.272 is a likely area of immediate short-term resistance, okay? That doesn't mean that we're going to stop there. It just means that we have to keep an eye on it, okay? So this is how we do it, from the SMA 10 to the 1.618 area of resistance. And let's take a look right over here. That SMA 100, take a look to the right. See where it is? Right at that 2-spot 272, which means that we can also use the 2-spot 272 and the 2-spot 618 as a relevant area of resistance. Okay, now the less likely area that I'm looking at here, you guys, is in relevance to the opening of this candle here, the closing of this candle here, the closing of this candle here, and that is right again. Take a look to the right. Is right after the 3-spot 618. Okay, so I'm going to give it to the, let's see, about 38 cents, right? 37.49 to about 38 cents would be the less likely area to reach, but in my own personal opinion, probable. Okay, so now you have that play. Now you know what we're looking at. Chat, let's go ahead and rate this for the longs. I do not see this as a short opportunity for them. Okay, but I do see the potentials here. I'm going to be very discreet and very honest with you, but this thing is preparing for a macro downside. Okay, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, but we're not going to, we're still not going to rate this for the shorts because it's not relevant just yet. Let's go ahead and take our notes and take a look at this. Okay, we're going to connect the dots just like this and just like this. Now, team, I know you know what this is. This is called a broadening ascending wedge. This is a bearish formation by nature. Okay, so the immediate short-term targets are right around that that less probable 38 cents, right? But that doesn't mean that we can't actually come right back down, reaccumulate, and then essentially realize the 53-cent level being the test number 3 area of the broadening ascending wedge, which essentially would be the area where we can give the short positions that signal. They take this all the way down to about 28 cents, cover their positions, pump it up to the current highs, right? 38 cents, right around there. Then they short it again, take position, cover the positions at 4-spot 618, 22 cents. They cover it, reopen right over here at this resistance line, somewhere at about 32 cents, and then take it to the eventual 18-cent zone. Okay, this is a bearish setup, and we're already catching the downside of it. Another perspective, okay? If you are not into formations, it's okay. This is called your standard ABCD strategy, okay? Very popular strategy. You don't have to use angled lines. All you have to use is your discretion, okay? So this would be X, this is going to be A, this is going to be B, this is C, and the D target was essentially down here, okay? Typical setup. If we're facing the upside, this is now turning into an Elliott wave cycle, which means that E would essentially be the next take profit. Okay, you guys, very important information here, very important things to take into consideration with trading this, okay, you guys? So now we can see that it is following a type of cycle, okay? So the upside trajectory for this would essentially top out. I don't know when, but we can speculate. And how are we going to speculate exactly? Let's take a measuring tool. From the genesis of the formation to wave number 1 top, we can take it like this. We have an iteration that took approximately 15 days, right? And then from that top side formation to the next wave number 2, we can see that it took an approximate 22 days. So now if it is giving us a 7-day deficit, what would it be? You know, if we can factor it in for the next area, let's just see the downside first. So if it took, let's see. So if it took, let's see, from the, oh, sorry, this thing didn't actually, there we go. Sorry, this is 16 days and then 22. Okay, so now let's see how long it took from the wave to the center, right? So it took an approximate 8 days to get there. Okay, so let's see how long it took for this one to get to the center. Okay, so let's see. It took about 13 days. Out of the 22. So you see how it's rising, right? So we have 8 times 2 is the 16, but don't take it like that, okay? These are just fractals. We don't want to do that, okay? So I'm just giving you some basic math to gain a probability for the next downside. Okay, so now wave 1 to wave 2, we had about 22 days. Let's now take the metric from the wave 1 downside to the wave 2 middle, okay? So that would be, let's see, right at about this zone right here. So we can see that took 22 days as well, Okay. So now what would that mean? What would that mean for the next day? Okay. So then if we're going to apply it maybe around 30 days, 32 days, or if the math is correct, maybe around 32 days, then I don't even know that we can actually do that, but it's a little farther, it's a little further away, but it would make sense in a mathematical perspective. 33 days would land on February 21st, which means that essentially we can do this type of movement and eventually get to that wave 3. Okay. But if we were facing the fractal of just the 22 days from the wave 1 top to the wave 2 top, then we can essentially make an adjustment and see that the potential upside may be on actually January 27th. Okay, so there's a lot of ways we can look at this. There's a lot of ways that we can speculate. Okay, you guys, don't take it all so seriously. I'm just giving you multiple ways to kind of gauge the timing here. There's a lot of things that we can look at that can invalidate an upside or downside thesis. Okay, but yeah, I am essentially looking at a potential tiny downside accumulation followed by an upside, less likely target being that 37-38 cent zone, followed by us coming back down to essentially the current highs at about 32 cents, followed by a continuation. Chat, let's go ahead and rate this for the longs. We'll rate this for the shorts when we do get that test number 3 later on, okay? But right now the longs are in the court and they do have the ball, okay? So let's go ahead and rate it. What are we doing here, you guys? What are we seeing? Steve giving it a B-, MM giving it a C, Mark Roach, C, Cryptic Trader, a C, okay? All right. The sentiment is coming down like that. Sebastian Lim giving it a C-, okay? We don't know when the announcement is going to be for the RS on this, right? If it is I don't even know what it's going to be. Is it a bankruptcy? Is it an RS? I don't know. Christopher giving it a C as well. Okay, you guys, it's very good to know that all of us are in the same page. The B- might as well be a C+, just like Joe and Steve are suggesting, okay? So let's continue. What does this company have to offer in the float? Okay, let's just see. Very good market cap of which is honestly the bare minimum that I would consider trading. And now we have a float of 1.43 billion, which is absolutely the max that I would trade. So this is meeting my criteria for trading bullish. Okay, so but what do we have? We have a reverse split that's unknown. We have now we have another C rating here. Okay, you guys. So let's go ahead and rate this for the longs, okay? Upon reaccumulation for that 29 cent zone, remember that this is your overall sentiment, okay? We have a good amount of people giving you that answer already. In my personal perspective, I'm going to have to give this a C+ for the longs, okay? And the C+, remember that I wouldn't actually consider trading a C+ myself, as I'm always looking for at least a B-. But the C+ is essentially you knowing that there is an upside and you knowing that there is a risk. So this would essentially leave you right at the center, okay? Tamir giving me the C rating as well. George T with that C. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Okay, it looks like everybody is in accordance here. So the C+ long rating here, that's very good, you guys. Very good stuff. So let's go ahead and now end ticker symbol MULN officially on, let's see, 11/21. Good stuff, you guys. Very good. So now, Tammy, what stock are we talking about? I just tuned in. So, Tammy, when I'm actually looking at stocks, please take a look right back here, as I have left this a little bit more in visibility for us to take just in case you're just stepping in, right? You can always see the ticker that we're looking at right back here, or right up here on the top left of my screen. Also, right under the ticker symbol, we can see that the company is listed right here as well. Okay, so a few areas for us to take a look at. And yeah, very good question. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in and for literally rating this alongside for everybody else. Okay, Mark Roach saying great TA, Arca. Thank you so much, my brother. Really appreciate that. Tammy, I'll go ahead and make sure to continue iterating the names of the tickers regardless because of your small screen. Okay, I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to make that algorithm move for the boy here, and we can continue getting some more people in here so that we can learn together. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and make do with our ticker symbol MULN, and let's take a look at now ticker symbol AMC. Lots of things happening with AMC, and I know it has faced a very nice upside as well. Very interesting. Okay, you guys, so definitely know that I am also long AMC, and I am also at a very long loss. Okay, so because man, my goodness, man, that one is a serious one. It's super annoying. So as you can see, I'm just gonna go ahead and touch on this, and we're gonna officially start the AMC ticker at 11:23 p.m. AMC. Okay, all right. So the last time we looked at this was on January 20th. And yeah, that was the last time we looked at it, right, you guys? I'm having trouble remembering, but I mean, we're already in January 23rd now. So from the last time that, or I think it actually may have been January 19th. That sounds more like it, because I don't stream on Fridays. Remember, I stream Sunday, Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Okay, so I didn't stream Friday, so that means that we were looking at it from over here. Okay, so what I suggested based on momentum is that we were going to be trading a ridiculous range over and over, and look what has happened since that day. Okay, I don't ever mean to tell you guys that it's not going to go anywhere. I'm just telling you what the thing is suggesting, okay, you guys? Badir Modu, sorry if I mispronounced your name. My apologies, my friend. But you were saying, Arca, AMC seems to be disconnected from GME as of late. Okay, do you see GME dipping before a move up? I have AMC on the end of a bullish triangle and expect an upside breakout somewhere this week or next week. Okay, first of all, it depends on what triangle you're looking at, what type of triangle. Also, it depends on what time frame you're looking at that triangle. Also, make sure to back it with momentum and RSI. Take a look at your MACD. See if we are looking at a pivot. Are we close? Are we closer to the bearish side or the oversold side, sorry, of an RSI? Are we close to overbought? Where are we creating? And make sure to take a look at some divergences on the RSI too. Okay, lots of things that we can look at here, you guys. So we're looking at AMC on the 8-hour chart, and you can see that we've been facing that resistance from the top side of what I talked about days ago. Okay, so we are also using the SMA 100 that I made sure to point out for everybody that was going to be the area that we would be using as that continuous resistance before coming back and just essentially test the support level of these wick highs and the 1.618. I was way too bearish for looking at the 1.618, but we have to keep a range in mind, okay? But we are doing that range nonetheless, okay? And if I'm looking at price action act the way it does, on an 8-hour chart, this is a shooting star suggesting downside continuation, meaning that we're likely to come back down and reaccumulate, likely to the 2.272 at a 553 to about the lowest area of about 545. Okay, so definitely know those things. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and move on. We're going to take into consideration momentum. Look at this. The majority of the timeframes of the RSI are not quite bullish and not quite bearish. This is essentially giving off a consolidation period and or sideways trading. Immediate short-term upside to test the range between the SMA 100 at 582 and 3.272, 592. My goodness, do I have my back or what? Guys, I wrote this down so that I remember. Oh my goodness, man. All right, so yes, now that we have faced that upside and now we're in that gravitational zone of the bull strength percentile, look at okay, I'm going to make it a little brighter. I know some of you guys have a tiny screen, so I'm going to make this brighter. Here we go. All right, so what we're looking at is this right over here, okay? You see the RSI signal dipping right into that gravitational zone. That means that we are now going to be pressured to the downside, and we use the 14-day as a resistance, okay? And it's in confluence with this shooting star doji, which suggests a continuation to the downside. Now notice one more thing. It's not an aggressive downside. which is not quite bullish, is not quite bearish, suggesting that we may find some type of support in the near relevance, meaning the 2.272. We also have this immediate short term on the SMA10 at 560, but more than likely we can actually test that range that I mentioned. Okay, you guys. So this is still suggesting the same thing. Let's go back into the 30-minute time frame and see what we have. Okay, Lone Wolf coming into the chat once again. Hi, Arca. I only have $50 in the market. It's why I've been gone, but TRKA is what I'm invested in. If you have the time, can you please go over it again, please? Lone Wolf, I do have a silly schedule, but if I am not able to get it, then yes, my friend, I will make sure to cover it either the following day or even maybe tonight. We can actually look at some charts and send some pictures over in the Discord, okay? I don't care if you have just $50. We can turn the 50 into 100. All right, you guys? So let's go ahead and now to make sure that we note that TRKA for my good friend Lone Wolf. Of course, my friend, thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate you coming back here and taking a look at the live chat. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and continue here. WV saying, God bless you, Arca. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Be safe. Be well. Okay. Immediate short-term time frame upside, which is likely to find resistance at that SMA 10, 571, and or the highest possibility 582. Okay, let's go to the bi-hourly and see what we have. Bi-hourly suggesting limited upside, okay, so that it's very much in accordance with that 30-minute. Limited upside here, okay, so we're going to potentially get the resistance at 55% because we have that 14-day above us. Okay, that's going to be the resistance confirmation. And if we don't get that resistance confirmation there, then we might as well get it from literally our range here. Okay, which would essentially be that 582 yet again. So let's look at the 6 hour. 6 hour time frame is suggesting a bit of a downside and has now look at guys. This is the gravitational zone here. See this? We're in the gravitational zone, we get pulled back in. In the gravitational zone, we get pulled back up. We're in the gravitational zone. Man, come on. So this is literally suggesting some more sideways trading still. Let's go to the 8 hour or the 12 hour. Okay, let's see what we have here. On the 12 hour, again within that gravitational zone, finding the resistance from not only the gravitational zone, but from the 14-day, suggesting a continuation slower to the downside. The good thing is that it's in consolidation. I'm telling you, we're in consolidation right now. We're going to, and I really meant it when I said we're going to be in this for days. Okay, so let's go to the buy daily and see what it has for us. Not quite bullish, not quite bearish, but if we want to put it into perspective, this is your gravitational zone, and we're already starting it. We're already starting it here. We're going to be literally bouncing, okay? A little bit of an upside suggestion from the 14-day, but we can't take that too seriously as this pivot is tiny and annoying, which means that it's similar to this pivot here. See this pivot? We can just do this. We can just literally do that, okay? So don't ever pay too much, don't give them too much credit. Now, the 3-day suggesting an upside continuation, but it looks like the bulls are starting to lose a little bit of steam. Okay, let's look at the 5-day. The 5-day suggesting some downside, and it does not look aggressive. We do have support right down here at that 14-day moving average. I'm going to leave it to you guys one more time. Okay, so let's go back to the daily, or the 8 hour, sorry, and expand our view. And just remind everybody that I'm still suggesting this. Still suggesting it. We're going to be within this range for a while. It's literally going to be playing with everybody's emotions from 530 to 580. And it's just, you know, you guys. So, I mean, to tell you the truth, for scalpers, this may be a good trading opportunity because it's essentially within a channel and you know the range possibilities or the limitations. Okay, so sometimes you know, this would be a good thing, but it is a risky play. And it's absolutely following a range. Okay, you guys. So let's not. I don't want to rate this, guys, because I don't want to get that. I don't want to get that heart attack because I'm also long on this. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to tell you. So I don't want to continue seeing the losses in that portfolio. I don't even know why I haven't realized them and traded them. Okay, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and now move on from ticker symbol AMC, officially ending it at 11:31 p.m. And we're going to now move on to ticker symbol CRTD. What do we have for CRTD, man? Sebastian Lim, you are next after this, okay, my dude? So, CRTD is essentially the ticker alongside GTII that's been giving Arca bulls some serious grief. Okay, you guys, so yeah, let's go ahead and now open up. I'm just closing out a few iterations here because this is crazy, you guys. Okay, so yeah, let's pull up CRTD and see what we have. That's very, yes, you're absolutely welcome, my friend. Thank you so much for everything that you do and for chilling here with your guy, okay? So I just want to make sure that I don't have any more relevant ones, okay? So let's look at the supply and demand zones one. Let's see what it has to offer for us, which is essentially that one that I've been talking about. Oh man, okay, let's see. It gave Arca bulls a lot of grief because I was calling a downside from 80 cents to 60 cents, and it happened. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys. We just all have to just take a look at the cycles. Okay, we just take a look at what the potentials are, and that is it. So now that we've already traded that, let's see if we can adjust our trend lines. It looks like we could. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this trend line as well. Actually, this longer one, and we will continue. Okay, so okay, let me just go ahead and now put it in. I know Mark Roach is trying to signal me over there. Let's take a look at, let's see, CRTD officially starting at 11:33 p.m. All right, so we are at a resistance right now from this triangle, okay, which usually if we're facing resistances like this, that means that the downside is coming. But please notice that we have the 7-day exponential, 10-day simple, the 30-day exponential, the 100-day simple, all of them in line for support alongside the 1-spot 618 at about 73 cents, okay? Very important catalog of supports here, okay? Very good, very good. I want to see that type of thing because we don't want to see the downside, okay, you guys? So let's go ahead and pull up momentum now and see what it has to offer for us. Let's see. We're on the buy daily. Let's just, you know what, like always, let's start it from the very beginning and take a look at our RSI. We have an immediate short-term upside. Looks very limited as we have that 14-day simple right up here. Let's go to the buy hourly. Buy hourly suggesting limited downside, which is likely to test that 1-spot 618 or the SMA 100 at about 72 cents, 73 cents. Not the end of the world. 6 hour suggesting some downside, actually. Let's see. Oh my goodness, it couldn't have been more together. So they are in line together suggesting some downside. Let's see. And if we do, it's not aggressive downside, okay? But if we do get closer to this, let's see, 52 would essentially be right around here, which is the gravitational zone, okay? If we do get any closer, we are likely to be pulled down into that level, okay? But no risk in that just yet. 12 hour, let's see what it's got. That makes me curious about the 8 hour. The 8 hour, okay, so that we're facing a limited downside coming in towards the middle of the session tomorrow, okay? But that's going to be likely because we're going to make an immediate short-term upside. We're going to collect the dot. We're going to connect the dots and make that following move, okay, you guys? Let's just see. 8 hour would be that final one before the corrective upside, daily upside, bi-daily and 3-day upside, and 5-day upside. Okay, very good. So now let's go ahead and now look at the 8 hour chart one more time and see what those downside potentials could be, because they are just for reaccumulation. It looks like this thing is prepping for an upside continuation, to be honest, okay? So my bias is towards the upside, but we need to reaccumulate first. So this is essentially giving the opportunity for the next trader to gain entry, okay? So if I'm going to put it to you in a very, very discretionary manner here, it would be in accordance to the EMA 7. And again, please take a look at the cursor all the way to the right where the fibs are, okay? Take a look at where the EMA 7 is in conjunction to the 1-spot 272. Okay, very much in that correlation. Okay, so that means that we can also take a look at that support range like this. Since the 1-spot 272 is there and the wick low is already in between the 1-spot 272 and the 1-spot 618, we can only assume that the SMA 10 would be that area for support and the bottom line, right? So let's go ahead and take 73.47 into account, all the way up to the EMA 7, where the 1.272 is located. Okay, aggressive traders would wait for a potential wick to the EMA 50. I'm sorry, the SMA 50. 72 at 72.20 or 72.30. Okay, so that's going to be the final area, but this is what I'm eyeballing here. Okay, so we can see that accumulation zone happen between this area here, and then we would essentially continue on an upside trajectory, which is very typical for a breakout to the downside of these particular time frames. Okay, so if we're looking at days and days of upside, then sure, this thing could essentially potentially regain the inside of the triangle and then start testing the outside of it. If we're able to make this key resistance, the key resistance that we have here, guys, is at 88 cents, okay? We need to break through 88 cents in order for us to see any type of real bullish activity, which is actually in the cards. Momentum is suggesting that upside nonetheless. Okay, so reaccumulation here if anybody wants to gain that type of entry, but please remember that this CRTD and GTII are essentially running in tandem. They're each other's sympathy. Okay, so I want you to bear that in mind. Okay, so yeah, immediate short-term downside, upside continuation. Okay, you guys. So CRTD, I don't want to rate this either, you guys, because this has brought me a lot of grief, and I don't want to upset anybody else in respects to this. Okay, I respect everybody. I want to make sure that everybody knows that I absolutely respect your positions and your tickers. Okay, you guys. Steve saying, Arca, you're the best. Steve, you're the best, my dude. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. But Sebastian Lim, where you at? We're going to look at ticker symbol BBBY, another very popular one. Let's see what it's got. Okay. So, BBBY, where are we? We have the short-term time frame analysis, and we have been looking at it for quite some time too. Very good thing here. Okay, so the reason why I'm showing you these crazy drawings here is because we're essentially in a buy formation and also a strategy. Okay, so let's go ahead and just dim down these types of things. Okay, because this is very much a failed bullish, a bullish pennant. Okay, pennants are usually a continuation pattern towards the upside. But as you can see from the last time that I looked at this, which was essentially the 19th on Thursday, it has met my downside just the way I was saying. Okay, and why is that? The reason why that's happening, guys, is because the descending channel is the one that's being favored here. It's not the bullish pennant. Okay, so whoever was the whales trading this wanted to make sure that we looked at the descending channel and not the larger pennant, okay, as this was not ready for a breakout. Also, BBBY having this massive upside. Okay, so what am I essentially saying here? Well, that the continuation to the downside is absolutely imminent. And the reason why I can say that is because not only are we on a descending channel, but because we're also in that traditional, I'm talking about one of the oldest and most frequently used strategies, and that's the ABCD strategy. Okay, this is X, right? X marks the spot. We have that A, you have that B touch, and the C would essentially be wherever it's going to be. So that would be the C, the C take profit, right, for the shorts or the short covering position. So now that we're, I wasn't from this candle over here, guys, I wasn't able to see how long we can go to the downside, right? I can only tell you that we're going down. So let's just go ahead and make a quick little adjustment right here, as it looks like we may be able to actually fulfill the entire channel. And essentially that D take profit, or the C take profit, sorry, would be right around where I put the arrow in the first place anyway. Okay, so this is essentially what I'm looking at here, guys, and that we would be riding this for a while, because this is not only consistent of just one touch of the resistance. Remember, we have to get 2 touches that are already confirming the channel. Okay, we have the support touch here, support touch here, support touch here. That validates that we're in the formation. Okay, and also the 1 and 2 touch here. Now, counting the resistance touches is definitely going to be here. Test number 1, test number 2. So that means that we're essentially trading the descending channel in a larger term time frame that we don't yet see. Okay, so as soon as we get that C touch, we're gonna essentially make that move up to D, and then it would start an Elliott wave theory or a type of Wyckoff reaccumulation event. All right, you guys, it'll turn into whatever it's going to turn after D. Why am I saying that D is going to essentially lead to the downside? Well, because the descending channel is it's not likely to break out on test number 2. Test number 2 gives a downside before a test number 3, which would give the biggest downside. And then test number 4 would be the one. Okay, so this is going to be a very long process here. Let's validate. Let's go to momentum. Do I have it? No, I do not have it. Let's load up the RSI and see what it's got for us for BBBY, okay? All right, so actually, let's just start it from the 30-minute like we always do. We don't have to change up the strategy here. Nothing special. So it looks like we have some balanced downside and upside, slightly bullish, slightly bearish, very much in confluence with what's happening during this period here. So we can see that we can actually face some sideways trading, slightly bearish, the 14-day moving average, slight pivot to the upside, slightly bullish, right? So we can actually, it's likely to live out fast too. It's a 30-minute. Let's go to the bi-hourly and see what we got. BBBY bi-hourly is suggesting some sideways trading as well, slightly bearish for the 14-day simple moving average, still suggesting that downside, okay? But nonetheless, this is a good sign because this could potentially be the shorts slowing down, which would mean that it's essentially some type of downside event may be approaching, or I don't know. Let's just continue validating. 6 hour. 6 hour is suggesting a little bit of sideways trading here again. Okay, so and a slightly bearish. So that means that we may be approaching an area of support, and the C take profit may not actually be all the way to the lowest point. We may be looking at the most relevant area, which would be essentially this area here at about 255 before a bounce. Okay, we don't know yet. Let's continue validating. 12 hour. That is suggesting a little bit of sideways trading as well. Okay, so slightly bearish on that 14-day simple moving average. Yet again, giving us the suggestion or the signal that maybe shorts are getting tired. Okay, so let's go to the buy daily. The buy daily is giving us that absolute downside now. I'm curious about the daily now. Daily suggesting downside with a limited downside. Okay, now the 3-day, let's see. And the 5-day should be downside as well. Limited downside on the 3, limited downside on the 5. Weekly time frame, limited downside as well. Okay, let's see if there's any recovery anywhere in life. The monthly, wow. So, okay, this is what it's going to tell me, you guys. I'm going to be very honest with you. Not that I'm not always right, but I'm just going to be abundantly honest. Let's take into consideration the 12 hour actually, since we get some market close activity there. Let's take the Fibonacci swing high to the swing low, the previous iteration, the total days swing high is, swing low to the swing high, in an inverse manner, since we are favoring the downside. Okay, consolidation period may be likely all day tomorrow, followed by a continuation to the downside. Now, the area that I was talking about, 251, is right at the 1.618. The moderators know about this because they were looking at, I was giving them a type of a class, right? It was the Arcademy lesson 1 test for the public, and this was first it was candle analysis with the moderators. And what I ended up telling them is that I'm able to see sometimes where that 1.618 before I even show it to you guys. And why is because it's in high relevance to key areas of support. So the 1.618 just happens to land at that $2.51 zone, which on the 12-hour chart, let's go ahead and make a trend line and look at the relevance of this now, as you will be yet again surprised. If we do another 2 days, here is that target alongside the support line of the bottom side of our descending channel. So now yet again another area of correlation. So very good stuff here, okay? So know for a fact that I'm definitely looking at a downside continuation over the span of the next 5 days to that area of about $2.52. And then we're essentially going to stay in this area for a while before, oh man, I'm talking about way, way down the line. We're going to be doing this type of move. And then we can face an upside weeks down the line. Okay, you guys, so BBBY is a little stuck here. And this can actually, shorts and longs would get stuck in this. Okay, so I wouldn't suggest entry into this. And in fact, if we're going to see any type of upside, if there is some type of exit strategy, it may be like right away. Okay, so look at 5 minutes suggesting downside. 15 minutes, let's see what it's got. 15 minute would be the only saving grace at this point, and I can actually see that between this candle iteration and the top side. So let's see, best case scenario, $3. And I would honestly start at about 298, 299. So 298 to about 306 would be that saving grace before actually continuing on to the downside for days and days and days. Okay, so we're not going to rate this one, guys. We don't want to trap shorts either. We don't want to trap longs. We don't want to make anybody lose money on this type of thing. Okay, I was warning about this downside already from a few days ago. So please, please, please be very careful. All right, so we're going to officially end and not rate BBBY. I don't even remember what time I started it. So let's see, 11:48 p.m. is BBBY. So, man, Mark Roach, you are seriously something. Dude, I've been asking you to come into Discord because moderators do get like some attention and some preference, right, from me first. So I'm testing out the lessons that I'm going to be providing for the Arcademy for the rest of the members. Okay, and it's going to be starting with the Crypstex holders as well. So now you said 11:39 p.m. was that official start. Thank you, my dude. And that'll officially end it. We're going to go ahead and note here that there is no rating. And also, guys, remember that there is no rating on CRTD as well, as that one is just, I don't want to offend anybody. Okay, and the timestamps and the ratings will be located in the description below. Usually about a few hours after I finish the live stream. Okay, you guys. So Sebastian Wolf, what do we got for ticker symbol WULF for you, my friend? Oh my goodness. Remember that is tied. Remember that it is tied to ticker symbol BTC. Moderator Hound saying, I actually have one that I trade like that. It's an obscure little OTC that nobody knows about. It likes to range between 01 and 02 a lot. I keep it to myself so that it doesn't get messed up. I hear that, man. Knowing those types of ranges sometimes can present little passive income, you know, if we play it right. Good stuff, Hound. Good stuff. Okay, so Mark Roach saying, I have to download the Discord app. I will. Yeah, Mark, because there are perks, my dude, for being a moderator. Okay, so let's go ahead and now move on to the next ticker. And that is going to be for ticker symbol Wolf. Okay, you guys, let's see what we got. My goodness, has this day been a silly one. Yeah, you know what? Let's just start a whole new iteration here. I'm pretty sure I have a load for it. And I'm going to note that we're officially starting ticker symbol Wolf at 11:50 p.m. Okay, you guys. Let's type it in. Ticker symbol Wolf. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I know that we've looked at it a few times, and I always get confused over which one I want to see, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be maybe the edit 2. Let's see. Let's see. Mr. Zer saying, appreciate you at Arca. Quality analysis as per usual, my friend. I wouldn't give any different. Okay, I want to make sure that everybody knows the play as it is, regardless of our feelings, right? Okay, so it looks like we've already faced the resistance that we were looking for at the test number 4. It's very common to do that. And we also are facing the support line too. Very good stuff. A very important cross here to keep in mind is, let's see, that the SMA 10 is crossing that SMA 50 to the upside, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and now just, I want to look at momentum because this is suggesting a potential upside incoming. And it may be that final wave, actually. But let's start off with the immediate short term, just like we always do. 30-minute. Let's see. Ticker symbol Wolf 30-minute is suggesting immediate short term upside. Let's go to the bi-hourly and continue connecting our dots. Downside suggesting starting on the bi-hourly. Hold on. 6-hour downside suggestion. Okay, it may actually invalidate our trend line regression rejection here, but we're still very close to it. Okay, the touch points are, I mean, I can be a little more aggressive in the way that I'm connecting the dots here, but if I were to just make a touch like this, it looks like we may actually be in the process of failing it. Okay, all right, so the downside is suggested on the 6-hour too. Hold on. 12-hour looks corrective to the upside. Good deal. Daily, upside on the daily as well. Okay. The bi-daily has the upside and the 3-day has the upside. Okay, so there could be an accumulation event, and it's likely going to stop after about a week. So there is some upside still to go, but let's just make sure that we have the upside validated. 30-minute upside, bi-hourly downside, right? 6-hour downside and the upside starts essentially at that 12-hour. Okay, so 12-hour upside, daily upside, 2-day upside. Okay, so tomorrow there's accumulation. Okay, we can face tomorrow. Let's just take into consideration the daily chart instead of the the 12-hour or the 3-day. So let's get a fib and see what we can take. Okay, swing low to the swing high of the daily range, and we're literally sitting. Oh, okay, we failed the golden pocket. The golden pocket located between the knot 382 and the knot 618. Okay, so that means that now we have as resistance the knot 618. Okay, so that explains the short-term little tiny boosts followed by the downside. So we actually have, a little bit of an upside first, which would essentially be, I'm getting a notification right now. Okay, so BTC is currently going up. So this is, we can face an immediate upside to between about 92.28 to about 93.61, followed by a reaccumulation event. Please notice here on the fibs with that SMA 10. Take a look at it again and look at that SMA 50. So very likely we can actually come back down to test the 1.272 to the 1.618 located between 85 cents, right, to 81. Okay, so this is going to be my more immediate short-term reaccumulation for you. Okay, so this is essentially what I'm looking at right here, and then a bounce to the upside, and that bounce to the upside may very likely be from that 81-cent zone all the way up to, again, the 98-cent zone or beyond. If we're going to face any higher target, it's going to be very difficult because we have the SMA 100 right over here as resistance, and we can actually essentially touch 107 before coming right back down. Okay, this is very dangerous. Mr. Zer, have a good one. Be safe, be well, and we'll talk later, my dude. So yeah, there is a sense of reaccumulation first before an upside. Okay, Sebastian. So chat, now that we know what we're facing here, please remember that this is facing sympathy to its parent, which would be BTC. Okay, so I am seeing a little bit of an upside first to test the 92-cent zone before a reaccumulation to the 1.618 and 1.272. Chat, go ahead and chime in. What are we grading this for the longs? The shorts do not belong here. What are we rating this for the longs? Are we going to give this a D minus, a D? Are we going to give this a C plus? Is this an A plus trade? What are we doing with the limited upside that we have? And the rest. Boom, Hawk, Arca, my brother. Up late, just got home, checking in. Long night fighting to get my mom out of the terrible rehab facility and back to the hospital. I got it done. That's the way we do, Boom Hawk. Definitely good to see you, my friend. Absolutely good to see you here, my dude. We're checking in on ticker symbol Wolf. We're about to rate it. So Moderator Roach giving me, Mark Roach, A? You're grading this? Well, actually, I agree. You know, it may be a good A, right? Because it is BTC. BTC is massive. Lots of volatility, though. Remember the volatility. All right, Samantha is saying good night. Very good. Hound giving it a D+. Okay, so now, guys, I'm just going to give you my personal opinion on this, okay? So remember, you don't have to trade it like I do, but Sebastian Lim, for the long positions, I'm going to give this a C+, okay? Now, why the C+? Is because we have a limited upside, and we're absolutely we have to essentially rely on BTC to continue to the upside. It's not natural. It's sympathy. Okay, so Philip, good morning to you. So yeah, let's go ahead and give this C plus for the longs. And we're going to go ahead and leave it like that. Okay, you guys. So this has some upside still. The upside is not that aggressive. And it is safe-ish. Which is why the C rating, okay? Very good stuff, okay, guys? So Philip saying at Arca on point with FFIE yesterday. Good deal, man. Thank you so much for watching that. I know that we had that upside. We were looking at that upside for quite some time. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so that was it for Sebastian Wolf. We're officially ending ticker symbol WULF at what time? That was 11:57 p.m. Good stuff, okay, you guys? So, guys, I just want you to know that I do have one more ticker to look at since it is already midnight. I have to get to my toddler, but we will be looking at your tickers tomorrow nonetheless, okay, you guys? So, Mondo Lopez, let's go ahead and take a look at IFBD. What is going on with that one, guys? So, let's see. IFBD for Mondo Lopez. Let's go ahead and create a new chart and see what we have in store. My goodness. All right. So, this is a new one, guys. We're going to rate it together as well, okay? Pay close attention as us as a community. We're going to rate the trade. All right, and let's see if the longs are right or if they're wrong. Okay, so pay close attention. We're gonna do this like we always do. We're gonna start off with that 1-day chart. Mondo Lopez, good to see you still here, my dude. Let's go ahead and cover your ticker of choice. Okay, boom. What is up, man? So, dude, I want to actually ask you for your real quick before we get this IFBD started. Boom. Make sure to give me your Discord username. DM it to me, okay? Because I gotta add you to the ARC Edge plays for Crypstex holders, okay? As we are talking about some plays there. All right, you guys. So now let's go ahead and look at IFBD officially starting it for Mondo Lopez at, let's see, what is the time right now? At 11:59 p.m. officially starting it now. Moderators, go ahead and take over the chat, and we shall look at what we have in store for this. I already see the patterns building. All right, so it looks like we've been trading since, let's see, about April 2021, right in the middle of that upside, very speculative bull market, right? Let's look at the financials a little bit. So we have a tiny market cap of 5.7, right? Tiny float, we have a 3.28 million. Okay, very good stuff. Very good stuff. Very, very high risk too. Okay, so on the daily, just like we always do, guys, let's go ahead and start noting what we're seeing. Okay, just like we are in any other ticker. Okay, we are looking at that potential broadening descending wedge. Okay, so we can see that we've actually tested it just like this. Okay, so and now we have the support touches right down here as well. So, all right. So now that we know that we're in a broadening descending wedge, let's go ahead and start counting the iterations of the resistance. Okay, pay close attention because this is going to be essentially how we rate the trade. Okay, so we have test number 1, test number 2. We regained the inside and came back for test number 3. We faced a very sharp downside expected from that test number 3 resistance. And then just like always, came back. We rejected test 4, reaccumulated and continued that test 4 breakout. Okay, true breakout, and also met the target already. Okay, so $1.25 zone was essential to the take profit per the trading book rules of a broadening descending wedge. Okay, so you can see that we actually came back. This traded just the way it should be, and it came back to test. Why did it come back? It tested the newly converted resistance into support before a continuation to the upside, usually to double top this area here. That doesn't mean that we can face a downside. In fact, double tops are one of the formations that have a least likely hit rate, particular to the daily, even in a higher term time frame. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at the potentials. Let's load up our SMAs. Let's also load up momentum. Let's see what we got in store for this. Okay, very good stuff. Very good stuff. This is playing out geometrically the way it should be. All right, very nice accumulation here on the daily, suggesting a continuation to the upside. Let's start it in the 30-minute just like we always do. All right, guys, keep paying close attention because this is essentially how we're going to be able to rate the trade. Remember, moderators, remember from the lesson, this is the area where I would suggest using Heikin-Ashi candles. The birth of every candle didn't actually have some movement, just tiny little sales here and there. So let's use Heikin-Ashi to average out the direction. Here we go. All right. So now let's take a look at that 30-minute. We are suggesting a little bit of a downside. I wouldn't trust this though. Why? Because look at the prior iteration of that tiny little downside. See this? And this? Never trust these, okay? So that could, and here's another one right over here. So these types of things happen all the time, okay, you guys? So, and then here too, to the opposing side. So it's like, all right, we're bullish, and then not. Okay, you guys, so very interesting thing here is that in the 30-minute, we've been consolidating between the gravitational zone, and we finally broke out of it. Let's move on. Buy hourly, suggesting an upside continuation above the 14-day moving average, very good, and approaching the gravitational zone of the bull weakness percentile. Essentially, let's see. Oh, we're within it now. This is essentially suggesting an upside continuation. Let's go to the 6 hourly. It should be upside too. Okay, so we have been using that 6 hour as that form of support and now suggesting a massive upside still. Okay, we're approaching the gravitational zone, which would be essentially at that 58%, which then would actually encourage the upside. Okay, 12 hour, let's continue building them. 12 hours suggesting that upside as well. This is pretty aggressive too. And also approaching that gravitational zone. The moving average below us, very good stuff. All right, so let's go to the daily. Upside continuation at the border between the bull weakness and the bull strength. Imminent upside, nonetheless. Let's see what the buy daily has for us. Buy daily has aggressive upside still. Very good stuff, okay? The only risk I would have to put on here is that we're slightly above the gravitational zone. It's clearing it, right? But there's still that danger. But seeing how aggressive this is, the upside is imminent. Now let's see the 3-day also suggesting upside and now moving outside of the gravitational zone from the bear weakness, which means there's no downside danger on the 3-day. Okay, 5-day suggesting upside. There is a little bit of danger here because it is in the gravitational zone of the bear strength, but it's very far away from that 14-day moving average, meaning that we've been in an impulsive move to the upside. Very good stuff here. Very good stuff here. Weekly upside, bi-weekly should be upside as well and very much lower, okay? And I'm not going to be able to see much of the monthly at all, but it's still a little bit of upside. All right, so that what this is telling me, remember, this is how we're going to rate it, okay? What this is telling me is that we're likely to find some type of reaccumulation, which could be likely to be found at the 100-day simple moving average and the 10-day simple moving average at about 85 cents before forever going up. Okay, so let's go to the buy hourly once again, upside. So it's starting immediately, guys. So the loading zone for this would essentially be around 91 to about 93 cents before an upside continuation on this. So what I'm essentially saying is that this is on the way yet again to the daily take profit of about $1.24 to about $1.30. But let's go ahead and now pull up the fibs and make sure that we can get those upside targets correct, okay? Sorry, I was going to change the candles back to traditional candles as I need to be as exact as I can be, okay? So we're going to take into consideration also our market close. 96 cents was the market close, so it's still within the daily range, okay? So now the fib, we're going to take it from the swing high of the daily range to the swing low. And let's take a look at what we have here. Okay, so the take profit of the broadening ascending wedge is essentially right between the 3-spot 272 and the 3-spot 618, which is also in high relevance to the wick high of the $1.30 zone that we took. Okay, very likely we go there, but in the immediate short term, tiny pullback from the SMA 100 again with that 1-spot 272 and slightly above it. Okay, so that means that we can likely wick up to this in the immediate short term. If you're scalping this, right, this would be essentially a take profit zone. Yeah, between that 154, let's see, 101.54 to 105.40. Okay, so now the next relevant target after this, of course, I already gave you that top one here. I'm talking about day traders to swing traders here, okay? So I'm not going to favor either. This is essentially the third to take profit. For the short-term traders, the other area of confluence would literally be all of these wicks landing right at the 2.618. So naturally, the 2.272 to the 2.618, we have to make sure that we can land right in between those, okay? All right. And now if we're looking at higher targets into next week, let me see this gap right over here. Oh man. Look at the cursor to the right. See where that gap is, and look at where the 4.618 is. Absolutely relevant. Okay, so I'm gonna give you this. 4.618 at about 139 to the wick low of the iteration from August 15, 2022. Okay, good stuff here. This is going to be the overall. This is going to be the overall range, guys. So that yeah, this is very good. The upside targets, I wouldn't consider this a macro reversal, but I do see this even wicking a little higher too before essentially coming back down and losing about half of what it's gained. Okay, but IFBD seems to be a pretty safe play. But the only thing that I'm worried about is the market cap, of course, and the float. They're very tiny, which makes it a higher risk play. But another thing is that I don't see it around as much, which means there's not a lot of manipulation in it. So that's also a very good thing. So now, remember, the loading zone that I'm looking at is at about 92 cents. Actually, let's go ahead and take an inverse fib real quick before we finish up. And this is essentially how we're going to get the loading zone, okay, based on the inverse fib on an inverse manner. Let's see. So that SMA 10 is landing right in between the 1.618 and the 1.272. This thing is following geometrics to the dime. Okay, so this is very exact here. So this could be one of the safer penny stocks ever. Okay, so just know for a fact that this is actually something that can be considered for entry here. Maybe there could be a play on this. Thanks to my friend Mando Lopez. Mando Lopez, muchísimas gracias. Okay, so guys, this is essentially the loading zone that I'm looking at for a reaccumulation before a continuation to the upside. Let's see, 84.78 to about 80, 91, 80, 83. Okay, so let's go ahead and rate the trade, guys. Let's go ahead and rate the trade. Let's see what it's got. Samantha H giving me a B to B+. Mac, good to see you, my buddy. All good, man. All good. Matt giving me a B+ trade, in my opinion. Mark Roach giving me a B. Very good stuff, guys. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Let's see what we got. Hound giving me a B. And I know my moderators are suggesting those because they know me so well. Very good stuff. And trust me when I say, I'm gonna just give it to you clear like this, okay, you guys? If I knew that this stock had about a $1 billion max, right? I'm talking about $1 billion max, which could be at about what? Let's see, with a float, yeah, with a float of about at least 500 million, I would give this an A+ trade. But it's not that, okay? That's not the case here. So if we're thinking, yeah, Mondo, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, my friend. So if we're looking at the trade in that manner, because we have a very micro cap, tiny float, then this is something that could essentially, I'm talking momentum. Everything is suggesting this to the upside, okay? And there's no like real popularity between other influencers and stuff. Guys, I'm gonna have to give this a solid B. Like, this is a solid B trade, okay? And I am saying that not B+, because I would give it a B+, but it's just a tiny float, okay? So that's it. I'm gonna be as honest as I can be, guys. We can make a play out of this over here, okay? So Mondo Lopez coming in very nice with a donation and also with a good long play for the community. My goodness, Mondo Lopez, round of applause for you, my friend. Round of applause for you. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you so much for your donation, my friend. And this is about as good as it gets right here, guys. This is definitely suggesting that upside continuation. So we're going to rate this with a solid B for the longs. Okay, so let's make sure that we have that jotted down. B for the longs. Yeah, this is going to be a blong. Good stuff here, you guys. I love it. So we are going to officially end the analysis for ticker symbol IFBD at 12:11 a.m. Guys, this has been very good. Mac, what are you saying? Very little liquidity, stark increase in volume, could see impulsive upsides. Absolutely my case here, man. That upside could actually take us to about, man, upside of about $1.40, $1.30. Man, this thing could really make that thing hit. Steve, making sure that everybody can hit that like button. Make sure to hit the like button on your way out, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Send me a DM if you're interested in those ARC Crypstex indicators, okay, you guys? But I really appreciate everybody for stopping by here. Definitely know, you guys, that we will be looking at a few tickers tomorrow, including BIOR, CEOS, INBS, AGBA, and also TRKA for my friend Lone Wolf. Okay, you guys, definitely be careful in the markets tomorrow. Make sure to be safe. Keep those stops in. My moderators, Hound, Samantha, Mark Roach, love you guys so much. I am eternally in debt to you guys, okay? Thank you for all your support, everybody. Mark Roach is saying peace, love, and health and wealth to everybody. That is absolutely right, okay, you guys? So, yes, that's right. Good morning to you, because I know some people are in the daytime. But with that said, my team, be safe, be well. I wish you a very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Peace, George T. Adios.